that one wasn't recording, so I'll just keep the answer up on the screen if anyone wants to look at this later. And there was the question. Okay, let's refresh, see what we get now. Okay, off. Pop. So let's use Pascal's triangle to expand 2 minus 3x squared cubed. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1. Please write the triangle down for the exam. They need to see it because they said use Pascal's triangle. So this will be 1, 2 minus 3x squared plus 3, 2 minus 3x squared plus 3, 2 minus 3x squared plus 1, 2 minus 3x squared. Doesn't matter. 0, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 0. Right, that's minus 27x6. Yeah. Plus, let me see, that's 9 times 2 is 18, 54, x4. 3 times 2 times 3 squared, I think, is 54. That's what I told you. 6 times, 9 times 6 as well, yeah. 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12. 36, is it? Yes. Minus 36 x squared plus 8. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So if you show the triangle and you don't show putting the 1, 3, like in terms of all of that.
Oh, jump straight to the answer?
Yeah.
With the triangle drawn?
Yes.
Might be okay, yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at this one now. Now, it's important to know for later that the theta must be between minus pi and pi. And you have 4 cos squared theta equals 1. So cos squared theta equals 1 over 4. So cos theta is plus or minus a half when you square root. You forgot the minus, didn't you? Yep. That's why you had only 2 answers. So there's 2 possibilities here. Either cos theta equals a half or cos theta equals minus a half. If you cos inverse a half, you get pi over 3, is it? So theta is pi over 3. Or, and the second answer for cos is 2 pi, isn't it? 2 pi minus pi over 3. 5 pi over 3, isn't it? Yeah? 5 pi over 3. Cos inverse minus a half is 2/3 pi, is it? Or 4 over 3 pi. Now, when I look at these 4 answers, this one is fine. This one is fine. This one is not, and this one is not. Are they too big or too small? Too big. Too big. So, how do we correct that? We'll have to minus 2 pi. So theta could be pi over 3 minus pi over 3. Yeah, and then what's that? Minus 4 over 3? Yeah?
Yeah.
No. Oh, sorry, that one's fine. 2 pi over 3 and minus 2 pi over 3. They're the 4 answers then. See, it doesn't look too bad after you see the answer. Right? Okay, write that down, which looks like most of you. Now, I do think this is a good way to be doing revision, these quick Section A questions in class. But just remember, you should practice some long Section B questions at home when you have time to make sure that you're not taking too long to do the questions. Yeah. Okay, continue. Let's see. Okay, so this you can see is a quadratic, except it's not x as the variable, but 2 power x. And I hope, although it's not a rule, but I hope they designed it so that we could at least factorize it, rather than having to use the quadratic formula. Yeah? 3 and 2, is it? Plus 3 and minus 2. Okay, so I see why you're saying there's the error, because it's from this guy. You can't pick an x so that you can make this equal to 0, because 2 power x is always positive. So you have 2 power x, which equals minus 3, or 2 power x, which equals 2, which equals 2 power 1. And this we have to reject. You've tried using log, and it doesn't work. But think about it like this. How many times do I multiply 2 by itself to get minus 3? Impossible. Yes, exactly. So x is just 1. Yeah?
One answer.
Yeah, just the one answer. Yeah. Yeah? Where? Here. 2 power x equals 2 power 1. It's here to here? Yeah, so if you look at it like this, can I scroll down a little bit? I'll use a different colour. Shh, you're distracting me. 2 power x squared is the same as that. Okay? Plus 2 power x is the same as, obviously, 2 power x. Minus 6 equals 0. Now, if you look closely at this, it looks like something like this. X squared plus x minus 6. It looks like a quadratic, except instead of x we have 2 power x. Yeah? So, I factorized. You're asking me how to get from here to here, isn't it?
Yeah, why didn't you put the 2?
Which 2?
The 2x.
Oh, it is. It's there. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking me. Are you asking me what?
Power 2x.
Oh, this 2.
Yeah.
No, that's like the square on 2x squared in x squared. You know, when you factorize this, do you put a square on any of these? No. That's the reason why. Yeah. You all got that, didn't you? Yeah. Okay. Nikita, what's wrong? Why? No. Why do we need the blind open?
Is the light or why is it?
Okay. Excellent. What was the equation? 4 power 2x.
Minus 9. Bracket 4x.
Yeah. Plus.
8.
Nikita, please. Plus 8 equals 0. Okay, so this will be 4x and 4x. 8 and 1?
Yeah.
Minus 8 and minus 1 equals 0.
Yeah.
So that means 4 power x equals 8, or 4 power x equals 1. Now 4 is 2 squared, isn't it? So you could say this is 2 power 2x equals 2 power 3, or 2 power 2x equals 2 power 0. So this means x equals 3 over 2, or x equals 0 over 2, which is 0. Because you can cancel the 2 is here and here, and here and here.
You know that like all numbers power to 0 equals to 1. Like anything power to 0. Like
Any number except 0, power 0 is 1. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit harder than the previous example, because we have one of them as a fraction. Now, you don't have to do it the way I did. You could get this as well if you just type in on this line instead log base 4 of 8. And on this line you could type in log base 4 of 1. And they will give you the right answer as well, if you prefer. If your calculator allows you to type in the log of any base. Okay. Are we okay with that one? Yeah. Okay. What was the inequality?
5x plus 3
Yeah.
less than 3x minus 7.
Yeah. So that's 2x less than minus 10. X less than minus 5. Oh, so I think you might have it. You might want to check your answer. If x is less than minus 5, it means you can have all values between minus infinity and minus 5. So the answer would be written like this. Yeah?
yeah.
Guys, did you get that? Yeah? Yes? Straightforward, I think. Okay. Let's see. 2 power a half times 2 power 3/4 over 4 power n should equal 1.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if it's equal to 1, it means the top and the bottom are the same.
Yep.
It's the only way a fraction could be 1, or, cross multiply. So 2 power a half times 2 power 3/4, the powers add. So that's 5/4.
4, yeah.
That should equal 4 power n, which is the same as 2 power
2n.
2n. So cancel the 2's and divide by 2.
Yep.
You get 5/8 is n. Yeah, did you get that? Okay. Another example now. Can I switch back? Yeah. Yes. So that's, we might as well just do it now. 6x squared plus x minus 15 equals 0. So probably 3 and 2 and 5 and 1. Or 5 and 3. So 5 here, 3 here, plus and minus. X equals minus 5 over 3. Is this right?
Yeah.
Or 3 over 2. Yeah, okay. So 1 minute, really, is all that was needed for this one. Yeah, okay. Let's see another one. Let's see. The common ratio will be the second term over the first term. Or if third term over the second term, doesn't matter. You could do 441 over 1029. Does it matter if you do the third over the second or the second over the first? Well, you save a little bit of time putting the third over the second. Why?
Typing less little
You
numbers.
have one number less to type in on the calculator. It's 441 over 1029 instead of 1029 over 2401. So
Yeah, numbers
just
are-
think about those milliseconds you would save by doing that. So that's the or. And then what do we want as well? The 15th term, which is a or n minus 1. Now, what's not clear to me, and I hope it doesn't affect the answer, is this. Do they want you to get, well, firstly, what is this, the three significant figures, please? 0.3, no, hang on. I have something to say. Before I say it, I just need to know what is this common ratio to three significant figures, please. Three significant figures, it's 0.429.
Yeah.
Okay, now listen. Please, listen carefully. What is not clear to me in this question is it the author's intention that students take this decimal rounded form and substitute it in here and use that, or to use the original fraction like I did? Now, when you wrote in 0.429, did you have to round that, or is that an exact answer?
It's not exact.
It's rounded. Okay, so if you type in the exact fraction, do you get a rounded answer that is different to if you put in the decimal? This is, you do. This gives us a conundrum. Do we use this, or do we use this? Sorry. No, you're thinking there's a right answer here. What you must understand is whatever one you pick will be the wrong one. Because there's no way of knowing. You don't know what the author's intention was here.
So we do both?
If I was in this situation and I wanted to play it safe, I would do both. Yeah. Do you need to talk to them? Or no, you left the keys behind, wasn't it? Yeah. Right. What happens is you have different authors every couple of years. Okay. So, for example, in the physics exam, I kind of feel like from looking at what was done recently, it would be this in the physics exam. I also have a feeling that perhaps for the last year, what year was this? No, 14-15 is a while ago. I'm trying to picture the author. I'm thinking for 14-15 they would have gone with this. Whereas more recently they would have gone with this. Anyways, I would hedge my bets and give both answers because the question is ambiguous depending on what the author meant. Can you give me both answers? How different are they? So the first one with the fraction, what is it? Hang on, sorry. 0.169. And in this form? 0.0171. Right, that's significantly different. Only the first digit is the same. Yeah?
What would you do if you would be examinator, like the one who would be checking?
What would I do if I was marking
For
this?
example, on the end of the semester.
Yeah, so let's just, for argument's sake, say that this was the right answer and students did this.
Yeah, so
The marking scheme would force me to mark it wrong. Okay? Now, if students did both, I would say, well, fair enough, it wasn't clear, I'll mark. You see, there's no such thing as negative marks. Okay? So, in the exam, you know, what I would do is, let's say this was the right answer. I would not award marks here, but then when I get to this part, I would award marks. There's no negative marks, you know. So like if the student has presented me with, well, it's this or this, depending on how you read the question, I think I have the freedom to say, well, they gave me the right answer and the wrong answer, but I can't give them negative marks for the wrong answer, so I have to give them the marks for the right answer, you know. We'll go back to the question now and see if there's any clues to which one to choose. Let's see. So, a geometric sequence is defined as that. Find its common ratio and its 15th term, given your answer to three significant figures. Now, that's kind of interesting that they didn't say given your answers. So, I think they're saying give the 15th term to three significant figures. And in fact, not the common ratio. But of course, that's also unclear because you know in English, if I start a sentence with two terms and then I finish by only referring to one term, I have to, yeah, do you know the grammar device in English to signify which you're referring to? Do you know which one it is? Ah, guys, you must know. You have some grammar, don't you?
No.
If I said to you, Carul and David are two students in my class, and one of them is really annoying. Yeah, you wonder which one. So what's the grammar device? You say the former or the latter, yeah. So if I said to you, Carul and David, they're two students in my class, and the former is really annoying. Which is which, yeah? What former is the first or the second? The first. And latter is the second. Now, do they use that grammar device here? No. So again, actually, it's not clear. I'm thinking what's looking most likely now after reading the question is they did not mean for you to round this one, but to leave it as a fraction. So what would that be? Does this simplify down? 3/7. And if we're keeping things as fractions, then not this one. So after reading the question, I would commit my answer to being 3/7 for the OR and 0.0169 for the 15th term. Yeah, but this is showing you the importance of reading carefully. This is only because there wasn't an S here at answer.
If it was S.
Oh, well, then the problem returns then. Yeah. I think if it was me and there was an S, I would play it safe and give the two possible answers, because it's not clear if you round and calculate or calculate and round for the second part with the use of the common ratio, you know. Okay, good. Right, next one now. Now, they want the x power 4 coefficient. So, if you think about it, you'll have a c, the number on the top will have to be 6, and this will have to be 4. And they have a 2 here and a -3. This has to be 4 because you want an x4, and therefore this has to be 2. So bash that in on the calculator, and what did you get? 2166? 60. That's it. Straightforward as that. Okay. So, 3, whoops. Okay, well, integrating 3x becomes 3x squared over 2. Integrating 3 becomes 3x, and integrating 3 over x becomes 3 log x and plus c. Don't ask me. Are you going to ask me this one? Oh, good. Okay, good. Right, which one? No, because you asked me this one already, so I have a mental note of that one. Which one are you asking me about?
Is it log or ln?
Oh, it's the same thing. Yes. Yeah.
Is it log is
It's the same thing.
ln is log?
ln is log.
No, log and ln are the same thing. Yeah. Okay, do you get that one?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, so if you look here, you have many terms, and then the 29th term is 97, and the 30th term is 101, and then you have many more terms. So clearly, you can see, we don't have to do it simultaneous, it's not necessary. Clearly here the D is 4. And this, because this is what one? The 29th? You can use the formula, the 29th term will equal A plus n minus 1 times 4. Yeah? Yeah, so what does that give us for the A then? Minus 15?
Yeah.
And so the sum of the first 70 terms is n over 2, yeah, 2a plus n minus 1 times 4. And so what is that then?
861.
861. Oh. Yeah. 1 second. Okay. Well, it's 1. 3x squared minus 10x minus 8 equals 0. So has to be a 3. Probably 4 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh, because 2 by 3 is 6 and the 4 will make the 10. No? Well, it's not 8 and 1.
3 and 2.
It's
6 and 2.
4 and 2.
Yeah, it's 4 and 2.
Yeah.
So, oh, 12. Yeah, okay. 4 here, 12, take away 2 makes the 10. But I needed negative 12 and a positive 2. So x is minus 2 over 3 or 4. Yeah, that doesn't specify a method, so it doesn't matter. Yeah? No, no, no. I wouldn't worry about that. Okay. Okay, so they want the up to the cube term. So that would be 8c0. What has gone wrong? What did you do?
8C1.
2 minus 3x plus 8c1.
Yes.
2 minus 3x plus 8c2. Yeah, that's right. 2 minus 3x, and then the last one, 8c3. Yes. Right. Okay. Now, the powers do matter here. So what power do we have on the 2? 8. 0, 7, 1, 6, 2, and 5, 3. Yeah? 256?
Yes.
8 times 128, 900, what is it? And then times 3, so it'll be in the thousands now. What is it?
Negative 30, 72. Yeah.
30,
72. No, 30,
3072 x.
Plus 6128 x squared.
Very good. And then,
Plus 48.
oh, minus.
Is 16.
Oh, wait, the x squared
Yeah.
is plus
6128.
128 x squared minus 48384 x cubed on the calculator. Okay. You got that? Yep. Let's have a look. Okay, so that will be 128. Well, do you know what? I'll say x power 3 over 4 over x power minus 1 equals 1 over 128. So that would be x power 7 over 4
Yeah, minus. Wait, yeah, 7 yeah.
equals 2 power minus 7. So I'm going to put a power of 4 over 7 on both sides, so that they cancel that. And what happens here? What cancels here? The 7s, yeah, very good. So that's 2 power minus 4, which is 1 over 16. Yeah?
It's too perfect.
Huh? You got it?
Yeah.
But it's always safe to double check that there isn't a minus answer when you're dealing with powers. So if we just want to have a quick check, could minus have been an answer? Well, we can type in 128 minus 1 over 16 power 3/4. Now, I feel like the calculator might not give us an answer. It might give us an error because of the 4 here and the negative here. Because you can't get the 4th root of a negative number. Or does it not complain? No, it'll complain. Yeah, error. Yeah. Yeah, so here the answer had to be positive. Could the answer have been 0?
No.
No, because of, yeah. So we might have known from the start that we're only looking at positive answers potentially. Okay, you got that? Yeah. So the first derivative, dy dx, will equal 12x squared plus sine x. And the second derivative, which is 24x plus cos x. Now, if you sub in x equals pi over 3, what's that, 8 pi?
Yeah.
Plus cos pi over 3 is a half? No, it's a half?
Huh?
Or is it root 3 over 2? It's a half. Yeah. Are you in degree mode? What mode should you be in? Yeah. Right, 8 pi plus a half. And notice the question said exact value. So continue or stop here? Stop, yeah. That's the exact answer.
I think we need a break.
No. No. Do you think you can take a break in the middle of the exam?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay, do you have that one?
Yes.
Yep. Right, let's have a look at this one. The probability it snows on Wednesday is 0.4, and if it snows on Wednesday, then for Thursday it is 0.8. So it can either snow on Wednesday or then not snow, and then the following day it can either again snow or not snow or not. 0.4. Oh yeah, what the heck? Yes. 0.4 is the first one, and then if it snows, then a 0.8. That's 0.4. That has to be 0.6. No.
Oh, if it snows, it's 0.8.
Yeah, hang on. Let's look at this together, right? The probability it snows on the first day, Wednesday, is 0.4. So are you all happy? 0.4 and therefore 0.6. Yeah. If it snows on Wednesday, the probability that it snows on Thursday is 0.8. So if it snows, so you're here, then oh, I have it upside down. Yeah.
So put
Point.
the
Just put it here. Point. Oh, right. There now. 0.8 and 0.2. Okay. If it does not snow, then it'll be a 0.3 and 0.7. And they want the probability it'll snow on exactly one of the days. So that's either this part, which is here, and then here. Yeah, that's one snow day. Or here and there.
Why is it 0.2? Like,
Here?
yeah.
Oh, because the other one's 0.8.
Because it's Thursday already, yeah.
Yeah. So the answer would be 0.4 times 0.2 plus 0.6 times 0.3. So that is 0.08 plus 0.18, which is 0.24? 26. So if you want to give it as a percent, that's a 26% chance of one snow day. Yeah? Ah, no. Yes? Really?
Like, yeah. If it snows on Wednesday, it's completely bad snow on Thursday.
Okay, you got that?
Can you go
Right, we'll do one more. One more.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We are using 0.2 not instead of 0.8 when it snows.
Huh?
When it snows. Like it's clear, like when it's snowing, the probability is 6.
Yeah.
0.6 multiplied by 0.3. What about when it snows on Wednesday? So it's 0.4 multiplied by 0.2. Why? Why is
That's
not
a snow
0.8?
and no snow. This here is, guys, this one is snow on Wednesday, and then no snow on Thursday. And this part is no snow on Wednesday, and then snow on Thursday. And the question was, find the probability that it snows on exactly one day. Yeah? Okay. Karul.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's the same, right?
No.
6, 5, 4.
Because if it was the same, I wouldn't have said you got it wrong. 2x plus 3 less than or equal to 15, yeah?
Yeah.
So let's solve this one first. That's 2x less than or equal to 12. So x less than or equal to 6. And, what's the other one? 15 minus 4x less than 7. So what's that? 8 less than 4x.
X more
So x more than 2. Okay? So, what are the integers which are more than 2 and less than or equal to 6? 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, why is it not 2, open, comma, 6,
It's not equal.
close?
Not said. It says it's not
Because of the
said.
sign.
No, it says said.
Yeah, so what's wrong with this answer?
It's because of integers.
Yeah, but what's wrong with this answer?
That's real number.
It includes real numbers like 2.2. Yes.
What?
So,
But I did it like 6, 5, 4, 3.
you wrote the, yeah, that's fine. You wrote the answer like this, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, because when it comes to sets, the order doesn't matter. So it's the same. Yeah. All right.
Confidence.